Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out to our last board meeting for this year. I know it's very cold, so we're going to do our best to get out of here on time. I'd like to call this meeting to order. I need a motion to adopt the agenda.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we adopt the agenda.
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
A roll call, we can't hear you.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Levine,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes,
Commissioner Miller,
she's not here. Is she on Zoom? She's not here.
Commissioner Mobley,
Yeah.
Commissioner Singleton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Motion has been seconded and approved. I cannot hear you. I'm sorry, Ashley. I can't hear you. Yeah.
Now I can go get it.
Motion approved.
Thank you. I need a motion to approve the minutes from November 21st, 2022 regular board meeting.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we approve the minutes from November 21st, regular board meeting.
Second.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Levine,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley,
Yeah.
Commissioner Singleton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
The motion has been seconded and approved. Do we have any public input tonight?
We do not.
We now have the financial report from Ryan, the Chief Financial Officer. He will present the board the statement of revenue and expenditures and enterprise funds, and then with golf course.
Good evening, Chair Lindsay, members of the Commission Board. I'd like to begin tonight by providing you with an update on the General and Enterprise Fund financials for the period of July 1 through November 30, 2022. Total revenues for the General Fund for the 4-month period were $1.3 million compared to $1.7 million around this time last year. Represents approximately $354,000 decrease in revenues, or approximately 20.8% decrease. The largest driver for this decrease was property tax revenue. The decrease is due mainly to the timing of property tax payments. RCRC's property tax revenue allocation has decreased for the current fiscal year. Please keep in mind RCRC receives the vast majority of property tax revenues during the final 2 quarters of the fiscal year. Program revenues for the 4-month period were $365,000 compared to $316,000 around this time last year. Represents a approximately $50,000 increase in revenues, or 15.7% increase. Parks and rental, recreational, and athletic programming revenues were the largest drivers for the increase from this time last year. Our total general fund expenditures for this period were $5.9 million compared to $5.6 million around this time last year. Represents approximately 4.8% increase, or $271,000. The biggest driver for this increase would be fleet expenses. Fuel, repairs, and supply expenses are up from this time last year, as well as IT expenses. There were some one-time expenditures related to Kronos licensing, and there was a supply purchase for the RecTrack card readers that was related to the RecTrack implementation. Enterprise fund revenues for the current period were $449,000 compared to $440,000 this time last year. Represents approximately 2.1% increase, or $9,000 increase. Green and range fees, as well as cart rental revenue, were the biggest drivers for this increase. Total enterprise fund expenditures for this period were $375,000 compared to $442,000 this time last year. Represents approximately 15.1% decrease or $67,000 decrease. Capital outlay expenditures were the largest driver for this decrease, as well as general golf operating expenses. Were there any questions?
Commissioners, being that you don't have any questions at this time, I would just like to give an update in reference to, at the last meeting, I reported that we will only be able to implement 2% staff raise across the board. And that was based on the pay periods that have passed. And then also anticipated filling the current positions that we had that was vacant. Since then, we have not filled all of the positions, which produce additional cost savings in our salaries line item. We went back to rerun figures to see if we could implement the full 3% raise with the current funding that we have without going back to the council. And it was determined that we would be able to execute a 3% staff raise to all employees starting the next pay period. So just wanted to give you an update with that. With this in mind, again, when we work with the fiscal year 24 budget, we will make sure that the reflected raises for staff, wages for staff will be reflected to change with that change when those raises occur at that time. So starting in fiscal year budget preparations, we will be looking at making sure those adjustments are done to cover that.
So when will this increase take place?
The next pay period cycle.
When does that begin?
December 25th, I think.
I believe that's correct.
Yes.
December?
That's
The first,
Christmas.
it would be the first payroll cycle in January, first check in
January.
January.
First check in January will show the reflection of that. That's my update.
Well, I feel like I speak for everybody on this board. This is thank you. We appreciate you and Ryan and everybody else who worked very diligently and very hard to see how we can make this possible. I know Commissioner Lapine has probably got something to say, but I certainly wanted to say thank you. You all have done hard work all year long, and I'm excited to hear this. I know that it was delayed, but certainly not denied. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who works for us and who will be able to see that increase in January.
No, thank you very much, Brittany. Thanks for saying that. I mean, Commissioner Singleton, thank you for saying that. Well said. And Tamika, you and Ryan, thanks for taking a hard look how to get to where we needed to get. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I knew, yeah.
Unfinished business is none. New business. We had an old policy, the policy number 12075. And it was referred to the property management and utility provider contract numbers for, this was started back in January 24th, 2011 was when it was last revised.
Yes, so you have in your packet the current policy, 12075, which is the property management and utility provider contact number. We are recommending this policy for deletion. This policy really is not warranted as it's based on just fact information. And of course, it changes, various numbers change, various, titles have changed since 2013. And so this information that's on this policy that was created at that time is provided to staff when updates occur or as part of their general operation. So we just recommend that the board approve that this policy just be deleted.
So I need a motion to delete this policy?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we delete the policy titled Property Management and Utility Provider Contact Numbers.
Second.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner LaPeen,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley,
Abstain.
Commissioner Singleton.
Yes.
Motion passed.
This motion, did you make the statement that it's passed?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I can't hear you, your microphone or something's not too clear. Okay.
Motion passed.
This policy has been deleted, and second and approved. Thank you. Other business, we have Tamika Williams, interim executive director's report, followed by Felicia Venable, community relations manager report.
Okay. I did provide a copy of the director's report for you. For project updates at Coppin Road Park, at our canteen, the plumbing issues have been resolved at that site. We are in the process of getting the electrical up to code, and then cabinets will be installed. The picnic shelter, due to safety issues, we are in the process of tearing down the picnic shelters and we'll rebuild it. At Friarsgate Park, also same situation for the picnic shelters due to safety issues. We have torn down the picnic shelter and that will be rebuilt as well. Roofing updates, Friarsgate Park and Coffman Road Park roof projects are complete. And for Meadow Lake, we're still, the metal fascia still needs to be finished, and then that project will be done. The HVACs, we will be completing HVAC work for Denny Terrace over on the side where the sheriff's office is, the Valentine Community Center, and the James Clapper Technology Center. Other items in your packet, we have provided the 2023 board meeting calendar dates for you. So then that way you can already have those dates for the year. And RCRC is in the process of working on accreditation documents. The CAPR visit is scheduled for May 30th through June the 2nd, 2023. And that concludes my report.
I have one question. What's the progress on the sign for the adult center down on Garners Ferry Road?
Do we have an update on Felicia?
They want, the request is for a marquee sign, and that's more expensive. So as far as the funding, what was allotted for us is more than what the sign costs. So we just need to get approval. We've provided all of the information to Ms. Tamika as far as how much it costs. And so it's just moving forward with the cost.
Madam Chair, I have a question. What's the difference between the amount that we've allotted and the actual cost of the sign? Roughly.
About $25,000 difference.
I
Gotcha.
can't hear.
$25,000.
Can't we get another sign less than that?
Not the sign that they're requesting.
Who
from Garners
requested
Ferry. They want
a
a
specific
marquee
sign?
They want a marquee, which I'm assuming is scrolling details, electronics,
Lights and all of that?
that sort of thing. Those
We
cost
can't
more.
afford it. We can get another sign.
So we'll go back and have some discussion in reference to the signs.
Ms. Williams, is there opportunity for naming, donation, sponsorship? I mean, is that an avenue to get that? $25,000 is a big difference. Or change in the type of signage?
We can
You can
research
just
it.
investigate, okay.
Okay, I think we need to look into different signs, especially one that we can afford. Because we do need a sign out there, okay?
I think the community is requesting a particular sign. So it was said, if we're not gonna put what the community is requesting, you
Well,
know,
maybe the community can contribute some funds, or see can they get some funds from county council to get the type of sign that they request, but I think we need a sign out there, something to identify and something that we can afford.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll look at it.
Thank you.
It's my report.
Okay, I didn't know if you were finished. You good? Okay. All right, since the last meeting, we've had several events throughout the agency. This is just a few. But on December the 1st, here at the Park Lane Adult Activity Center, we hosted Richland County High School Player of the Year, football. We'd like to say congratulations to Mr. Markel Townsend of AC Flora High School. He was the winner. We'd like to say thank you to Commissioner Lindsay, Singleton, and Mobley for your attendance. And also thank you to Councilman Pugh and Councilwoman Barron for their attendance. And also we'd like to say a special thanks to Lisa Lewis Hutchison and Chris Santino. They're here tonight. Y'all wanted to stand? Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Stand up, absolutely.
For
Stand
all
up.
of your hard work and dedication to
Yeah.
this event. And also thank you to the RCRC staff. They dressed up wonderfully. They served the community that night with serving food, with escorting the parents and the athletes to their chairs. So everyone that was there, if you would stand up, we would like to say thank you. Outstanding job.
Y'all did good. Great job. Very good.
On December the 3rd, we hosted Breakfast with Santa at St. Andrews Park. We had over 90 children in attendance with their families. The children were able to take photos with Santa. They created arts and crafts and also had a puppet show. So I wanted to say thank you to the staff at St. Andrews Park, Ms. E, and also special thanks to the Community Relations Division. On December the 10th, we celebrated Miracle on North Main at Meadow Lake Park, and we had over 200 people for this event. We'd like to say special thanks to our sponsors, Healthy Blue, Hot 103.9 FM, and the Big DM. I want to say special thanks to the Meadow Lake Park staff as well. Also on December the 10th, Eastover Park had a senior Christmas ball. And as you can see to the picture on the right, the staff got dressed up and hosted over 30 seniors at this event. So we want to say thank you to the staff at Eastover Park. On December the 11th, they hosted a toy drive basketball tournament at Hopkins Park. They had over 100 participants that brought in 150 toys that were collected. And those toys were donated to Prisma Health Children's Hospital. I'd like to say thank you to Lisa and to Ira for especially delivering those gifts to the children at Prisma Health Children's Hospital. On December the 12th, at Bluff Road Park, Lisa Smar hosted the Silver and Gold Holiday Ball. We'd like to say thank you to Commissioner Lindsay for coming out. And thank you to the staff. We had over 60 seniors that enjoyed dancing and arts and crafts and pictures for that day. So I want to say special thanks to Lisa Smar. On December the 14th, and as you can see, we were very, very busy for the month of December. The seniors had a senior holiday luncheon at Hopkins Adult Activity Center with over 15 attendees. So we say thank you to Ms. Della for hosting our seniors down there. And on December the 14th and December the 16th, we had drive-through events. Hopkins provided gift bags to more than 50 seniors, and they partnered with the Hopkins Rec Committee, and that president's Ms. Carletta Wilson, so we say thank you to her. And at Crossroads, they fed over 65 participants. And I want to say thank you to Tiana, Demetria, Henry, Lisa, Joseph, and Ira for handing out those meals to the seniors. On December the 15th, there was an ugly sweater party at Gaston Community Center, and over 32 participants were there. So we thank you to the staff at Gaston. And on December the 17th, We hosted the Santa Run 5K Walk and Kids Run that was held at Upper Richland Community Center. And we had over 40 participants that ran or walked. And instead of the Polar Express, we had the Polo Express at Polo Road Park on December the 17th with more than 20 participants. They were treated to hot chocolate cookies, candy bags, and they watched the Polar Express. Our upcoming events. On December the 21st, Bluff Road will have a Winter Blast Kids Night Out. On December the 22nd, we'll have Winter Wonderland Holiday Social at Pine Grove Community Center. And then in January, we'll have Sassy Senior Bingo Brunch at Friars Gate. And then we'll have a blood drive at Blythewood Park on January the 11th. And we wanted to say happy holidays from the RCRC staff.
Thank you very much. I'd like to personally thank all of the employees and staff of RCRC for the great jobs they've done all year. Can you hear me? Did you hear me? Everybody look like, what? I said I'd like to personally thank all of the employees of RCRC for the great work they've done for the whole year. And we appreciate everything that you do. Thank you.
Very much so.
Okay, with that said, I need a motion to go in executive session.
Madam Chair, my motion is for us to go into executive session at this time.
Second.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine,
Yeah.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Rob has left, so we will continue. Executive session, no action was taken. We need a motion to adjourn.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we adjourn tonight's meeting.
Second.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton.
Yes.
Motion passed. Motion passed.
Y'all have a
Happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas.
Praise the roof.